Hello, my name is Ryan. I am standing for the negative against the affirmative against now at this time. One of the issues that Amanda brought up is that Japan has one of the lowest homicide rates, and that because they have strict gun laws, while Switzerland is the world's highest gun ownership rates and also has one of the lowest homicide rates that exist. And that was done by 15 Reasons You Should Know by Amanda Long, Shooting Sports Web. Another thing that was brought up by Amanda was that 62 mass shootings this year were done. While most of the homicide rates that that do happen are not from mass shootings, they're from other people, just one-on-one. 74,000 people died from homicide, and then 74,000, maybe distracted for a second. 74,000 people were injured, 32,000 were actually killed by guns. And then if she said that, well, I looked to the 62 mass shootings this year, only 30 died and 53 injured. So that's around less than 0.0001%. So this is something that's very minute. Mass shootings don't really happen. Yeah, it happens and it's sad to watch, but it's very unlikely to happen. Another thing that was brought up was the mental health system. For the mental health issue, like they're saying in nowadays time, it's saying that what they're gonna do is that people between 16 and 25 are gonna go through kind of like a test to see if you have mental problems, and if you have any kind of mental problems, it's gonna go on your record saying that you have this mental problem. So even if you're going through adolescence, like at that time, and you might seem a little incorrect, you can already be categorized as a mental issue. So that's going to be on your record for the rest of your life, and you cannot like join the army or be a police officer just because you made a few bad mistakes as a child. Another thing that I want to bring up was that most people that did get in a situation between gun violence, 335,000 were actually able to save themselves by using gun as a safety measure. They threatened to use it against their attacker. Another thing that you want to ban assault weapons from being used by a normal citizen, but one of the main reasons that it's here is because back when the Bill of Rights was published, the Second Amendment says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to security of a free state, the right has people to keep and bear arms and should not be infringed. So we're saying that we're not going to touch that, but even though that we are, this is something that's a big issue because back in 1938, make sure I have that date correct. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, back in 1938, there actually was a group of people that actually banned guns from citizens, and that was done by the Germans to the Jews. They could not carry any weapon. And right after they did that in 1938, then there was a genocide. Most of the Jews were killed. So them banning guns, they're pretty much allowing the government to have power over you. And saying that they are pretty much saying that the government is allowed to do whatever. Even when the NPR did a survey on people, most people said that they put the Second Amendment in the Constitution in order for individuals to protect ourselves against power-hungry government. So by us having guns, it makes sure that the government doesn't become something like what Germany did and kill everyone, or nitpick at people, or nitpick at mental ill people. And another thing that to the education, what they want to do is put cops into every school to protect the citizens. But in 2013, there was in 2013, a Texas student from Cameron Reedus' life was taken by a campus cop who fired 6 rounds at him, and he was unarmed at the time. So you're saying that you want to put more cops onto the campuses, which is just going to add to the problem. The one thing that Cameron Reedus did say, he said to the cop right before he was shot 6 times, he told the cop, "Dude, you're scaring me." But what I'm trying to say there is that if he did have something to protect him, and the cop did seem like too forcible on his approach, he could have at least had something to protect him, which was done by 335 other people that received violent attention. Another thing I would like to bring up was you want to take away guns from mentally ill people, but less than 5% of the people with mental health problems actually committed violence. So these people with mental health problems are usually don't commit violence on other people. Usually they do self-harm to themselves, or they just don't do violence at all. So you're saying let's do this to. All right, my time's up.